Four of Formula One's biggest stories are dominating headlines right now. Lewis Hamilton is calling out the FIA. Sebastian Vettel may or may not be returning to Red Bull. Sergio Perez is in the middle of a tense career decision. And Martin Brundle just revealed his personal list of F1's all-time greats. This is the full breakdown. Welcome to your ultimate F1 news roundup. It's no secret that Lewis Hamilton has become a voice of experience and influence in Formula One. But this week, he's sounding the alarm on a growing issue: how the FIA communicates with drivers. After years of controversial penalties, safety inconsistencies, and opaque decisions, Hamilton is calling for change. In a recent interview, he made it clear the drivers aren't trying to take control. They just want transparency and input. He said, "We don't want to control things. We want to help you improve. We want to work with you to make the sport better." This statement came after multiple race weekends saw confusing stewarding decisions and inconsistent penalties handed out. And Hamilton isn't alone. Other drivers, like George Russell and Charles Leclerc, have echoed the same concerns in drivers' briefings. But what does this mean going forward? Will the FIA listen? Or are we heading toward another power struggle? Sebastian Vettel, the man who delivered 4 world titles to Red Bull, is once again being linked with a return to Milton Keynes. But this time, not behind the wheel. Red Bull senior advisor Helmut Marko recently teased the idea of Vettel stepping into his role someday. Marko has always had a close bond with Vettel, and fans immediately started speculating. So, what did Seb say? His response was classic Vettel: measured, philosophical, and a little cheeky. "There's only one Helmut," he said, before admitting he's flattered, but currently focused on projects outside of F1. Right now, Vettel is immersed in sustainability, family life, and the Race for Women program. He's mentoring female drivers and pushing for diversity in motorsport. But here's the twist. Vettel didn't rule it out. He just said, "It has to make sense." Could we see him return to F1 in a leadership role? Maybe even team principal down the line? After years of service and victories with Red Bull, Sergio Perez's future is uncertain. With his contract ending, at least 3 F1 teams are reportedly vying for his signature. One of the most intriguing offers? The new Cadillac F1 team, which is preparing its entry for 2026. They want a veteran with experience, and Perez fits the bill. Another possible destination? Audi, who are also entering the sport with big ambitions and a need for a proven leader. Then there's the wild card, Haas or Alpine, both rebuilding and looking for a boost in leadership. But time is running out. Perez is facing immense pressure to make the right call, not just for a race seat, but for how he wants his legacy to be remembered. Will he go out with a bang, leading a new team into the next era of F1? Or is this the final lap of a solid career? Few voices carry as much respect in the paddock as Martin Brundle, and he's just revealed who he considers the 4 greatest drivers in Formula One history. Brundle's Mount Rushmore includes Ayrton Senna, the spiritual genius, a driver who drove with emotion, courage, and perfection in wet conditions. Michael Schumacher, the relentless machine, 7-time champion, rewrote what was possible in terms of work ethic and dominance. Jim Clark, perhaps the most naturally gifted driver ever, according to Brundle. Clark had a short career, but his car control and mechanical feel were second to none. Lewis Hamilton, the all-time record holder in poles and wins, the first black driver in F1, a cultural icon, and still one of the best on the grid. Each of these men didn't just win. They changed the sport. Do you agree with Brundle's picks? Who would be on your F1 Mount Rushmore? So, there you have it. Hamilton wants reform. Vettel's future is teasing us. Perez is choosing his next chapter, and Brundle's carved out his all-time greats. The 2025 season isn't just about on-track action. It's about power, legacy, and the future of the sport. We'll be following all these stories as they develop, so make sure you hit subscribe, leave a comment with your take, and share this with your fellow F1 fans. Thanks for watching. See you next race weekend.